can you tell us a little bit about the mission in the Philippines?
The mission in the Philippines, it's very, very popular, and a lot of different countries go there. I know America go there, Dubai goes there, Sydney goes there. They're still a very new parish, and so requiring lots and lots of help, support, especially medical missions, as they really need a lot of support and a lot of help to bring up the reputation of the church in the local community, but also to offer that help and support to the locals and those that have joined the church.
How is it getting our U12 kids involved in the service there?
This year was just an amazing group. They really got along really well. They went out of their comfort zone to be always available, to prepare lessons, to be involved in preparing for the goods and the services and the presents that we gave out. That we prayed 4 liturgies, and they all got up and got involved in the liturgies. They were really amazing, and I think it was a really life-changing experience for them. And a lot of them said that to see how comfortable we are here, how easy life is here compared to there, and how lovely the Filipino people are, how sincere they are, how honest they are, how joyful they are. We can really feel the Spirit of God in them.
I just wanted to ask you about your Philippines trip with the Year 12s. How's it been going so far?
The Philippines trip has been awesome. I enjoyed every day of it, although I had to get up early every day and I've been getting like 4 hours of sleep, but it's all been worth it.
I feel like I came on this trip expecting to see something different, and when I got here I feel like my expectations of what a Philippines missionary trip was completely beyond what I could have ever imagined.
It's been amazing, honestly. It's been a mind opener.
It's been really, really good. A lot of experiences, and definitely a lot of messages to take home, but yeah, very good trip.
We've been here on mission for a few days now. It mainly consists of visiting places. We visited a school, a prison on day 1, that was interesting, a women's shelter, that was really impactful, and yeah, just trying to help the community in the Philippines.
We have visited schools, gave lessons to children, taught them Christmas hymns, gave them activities, kind of built a relationship with them, basically, like help them understand how amazing God is and all the things that He does for us and all of that.
I thought that it would be less of a schedule, but it's been packed. We went to schools, we went prisons, we helped with Sunday school in the church, and I really saw the fruits of the labor that we put in before the trip and during the trips.
What was the most touching thing that you've seen so far?
I feel like when we visited the women's detention shelter and I saw girls who were 13, 14, 15 years old and they had babies or they were pregnant, and my mind just couldn't believe that some girls out there are struggling so hard while I'm in Melbourne thinking that the world is perfect.
Yeah, so maybe at the women's shelter, the whole place itself is very confrontational. We walk in and there's maybe 100 young girls, and you know that each one of them has a really difficult story behind each one of them.
One of the things that really stood out to me from the trip was we went to do visitations to some of the kids to bring them to church for Sunday school, and just the environment that they were living in, it was really, really humbling. It made me realize how grateful I should be to live in the fortunate conditions that I live in. It was just a really humbling, eye-opening experience.
I feel like going to the detention center, or like where the girls as young as 13, 11, 10, where they've been, gone through a lot by their own parents, uncles, dads, brothers, all that kind of stuff. I feel like that sort of stuff that you'd see in a movie, and to actually see it in person, to actually meet people that have actually gone through that, it really opens my eyes to like what the world really is and what like how safe our world is compared to theirs, how lucky we are to not have to worry about things like that. But for them, it's like it's a very common thing. It's a very dangerous thing. But yeah.
The most challenging thing for me personally is the change in the lifestyle. Just being in these areas where poverty is, such a big thing, and you don't get the luxury that you have at home, such as, clean water to drink or, good sleep. So I think that's definitely been the most challenging thing, but it's been worth it for sure.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the church and the congregation?
The church and the congregation, it's very, there's a lot of energy in the church, it's really, really cool to see.
So, yeah, it's a very small church, which is currently occupies the ground floor of a house, or it used to be a house. They're in the process of buying a new property, or they've bought a new property, but they're looking to extend that and then demolish it and build a new church.
I really enjoyed praying the liturgy with the Philippines people. They have a way of praying all together and they're all synchronized, and you can feel it in their hearts that they're really praising towards God.
I kind of just like praying with the locals. Like, I thought doing liturgies with them was just cool. Like, cool to see how a different background who is part of the same faith, which is very like culture based, is how they worship. It's cool. We learned how to say some hymns in their language, and we integrated them into the liturgy, so it was kind of like stuff we know, stuff they know, and then it just came together nicely.
Would you come on a mission trip again?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I think everyone, like I said, should get a chance to do this. Just see what life is like outside of wherever you're from. So you can, one, appreciate what God's given you, and two, see what other people don't have, so you know how much effort you have to put in. And every time you think, I think I've done enough here, you'll realize, no, you haven't, because you'll see more, you'll hear more, you'll just realize how much there is to do for everyone, and you're never really done doing God's work.
What would you advise them, and would you encourage them to come on this trip?
I would absolutely encourage them to come to this trip. It's a really important lesson. It's a very good way to make you realize how other people are living in the world.
I'd say do it. It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Even if you do it once, you don't have to do it a couple times. I feel like even a one time can teach you so many valuable life lessons.
What can we from Australia do to help support our brothers and sisters in the Philippines?
Lots of different ways they can use. Certainly, you can sponsor a family, you can sponsor a student, you can sponsor a child in the orphanage. You can make donations to the church. You can take across medical stuff. The dentist took along some medical stuff as well there, some medications. We took a few old laptops which we revamped, and it's working very well for them. We bought them a new vacuum. They didn't have a vacuum in the church. We bought them a coffee machine so you can go have coffee there. So anything that you can provide, toys for the kids, toys for the cancer center, and definitely donate.